Well, hey there. Good morning, Brickheads. Hope you are having a fabulous Monday. It is August 3rd, 2025, and here we are, episode 100 of the Imagination Brickcasts. And I'm excited to be here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope it was better than mine because if you're tuning in on the YouTube page, the setup, the format probably looks slightly different to you. And that's because I actually just had surgery a few days ago on my ankle. And so I'm in a boot, kind of uncomfortable right now. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? It's episode 100. I can't postpone that, right? I really wanted to do news and rumors today. Today's exciting because I also want to do some giveaways as a thank you to you because, it's you that makes the podcast work. And I just appreciate you so much. Whether you're listening in on your favorite podcast platform all over the world, or you're a YouTube person, I really appreciate it. And I wanted to celebrate 100 episodes by doing a giveaway today. And not just one, but I'm going to do 3 separate giveaways today. And again, there's no strings attached to this. This is going to be really easy if you want some free Legos. So I will give you more details as we go on in the episode. But like I said, I had surgery a couple days ago. So if I sound a little wonky or things seem a little weird, I'm just trying to make it through, and it's going to be great because, like I said, we've got some official images. We've got some more rumors and some crazy leaks, and I just really wanted to get into that. And again, I thought it would be fun to actually start off of this episode by giving you just some general statistics because I said, again, it's you who I want to thank. And for episode 100, I want to let you know this has not been going on for a year. We've been going on for like 10 months, maybe, give or take. I actually started this podcast doing 3 times a week, and I've been doing twice a week since January, so you can do the math. But in that time, the podcast itself, just the podcast, not the video podcast, but the podcast itself has had about 3,500 viewers, listeners, I should say, which I think is really cool. And they've been from all over the world. I really appreciate that. And then on YouTube, the podcast has been listened to and watched about 27,000 times. So I think it's doing pretty well. That actually equates to a little over 3,000 hours of watch time. And I got to tell you, I didn't think anybody would want to see my ugly mug for more than an hour, let alone 3,000 hours. But I just think that's really cool. So I will say this. 26% of you that are watching on YouTube right now are subscribed. Thank you for that. There are about 74% of you out there, though, right now that are tuning in right now. Maybe this is your first podcast that you've never subscribed. Today is definitely going to be the day you're going to want to do that. And actually, if you're listening on the podcasts, like if you're driving in traffic, today might also be the day where you do the episode on YouTube because the giveaways are going to be done through the YouTube page. But just a couple other statistics, just some real big thank yous going out there. Top 10 countries that listen to this podcast. Starting from 10 to 1, I got Germany, Singapore, Canada, Sweden, Belgium, the Netherlands, Ireland, and then top 3, I've got Australia. Number 2 is the UK, and then 1 is the US, obviously my biggest demographic. But it's really cool to have people listening to you all over the world. I just think that's kind of crazy to think about, and in countries where the predominant language may not be English. So that's also really cool. Love to see it. Here in the States, the top 10 states from 10 to 1, North Carolina, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Virginia. Top 5 is Texas, Washington, Florida, and then my top 2, California, and the number 1 leading the way, Ohio. Well done to all of you. If I gave a shout out to your country, if I gave a shout out to your state, leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Are you one of those people that's listening in from those states or those countries? I just think that's really, really cool. So, to explain the giveaway, because a lot of you probably clicked on the old clickbaity thumbnail and just went, free Lego, heck yeah. How do I win the stuff? Well, it's real easy. And I'm not going to go everything I'm giving away, but I'll show you the smallest thing that I'm giving away up front. And that is Star Wars set 75295, the Millennium Falcon Microfighter. This is the smallest item that I will be giving away today. And you can ask yourself, you say, Steve, how do I win this? Well, it's real simple. Remember how I said only 26% of you are subscribed? Well, you just subscribe to the page on YouTube. You can subscribe on your platform, your podcast platform, but you also got to be subscribed on the YouTube page. Then you got to hit the like on this particular video, and just leave me a comment. Doesn't matter what the comment is. Could say, I want to win. It could just be leaving a really good comment. I have great listeners all the time who leave amazing comments. I absolutely love the interaction. I'll definitely get back to you within the first 24 hours if you leave a comment. But again, if you do those three things, literally just 2 button clicks and a comment, which could literally be one word, you are entered to win. And then next week, I will do a drawing, and I'm going to have 3 different winners. So this isn't just one thing for one microfighter Millennium Falcon. This is one of 3 different giveaways I'm doing today. So first things first, there's the microfighter giveaway. But I'm going to do some reviews, some official images first before I get into the other 2 giveaways. So can we talk real quick about some official images that just came out? And I want to start off with Brickheads. Brickheads, I love them. Some people love them, some people hate them. But, recently I had gone to San Diego Comic-Con. If you didn't know about that, the episode last week is all about the San Diego Comic-Con trip. I also posted a bunch of YouTube shorts if you want to see the latest and greatest on the releases for new Lego that came out at Comic-Con. But to me, one of the big winners was Brickheads Stranger Things. I love Mike, Dusty, Lucas, Will. We have the finale coming out for Stranger Things. And we finally have more Stranger Things Lego. Like we had the Upside Down, we had Will's house, and then of course we got 11 and a Demogorgon in Brickheads a few years back, which I thought were incredible. And now finally we're getting a 4-pack. And so this is set 4801, 542 pieces, $40, coming out in October, which makes sense because it's in line with when the release of the season 5 last season is coming out. So those are cool. But did I also talk about the fact that we have Wicked as well? We've got Glinda and Elphaba, set 4794, 325 pieces, a $20 Brickhead set. Love that. And this one's coming out in September. These are both really cool Brickheads that I was able to see at San Diego Comic-Con. And I got to tell you that if you are a fan of Brickheads, you're definitely going to like these sets. And if you're tuning in on the YouTube page, like I say, I have images showing for those as well. But 2 of the Brickhead sets that I did not talk about that I really wanted to today were official images that we finally got on the new Harry Potter Brickheads. And, speaking of Harry Potter, there is no more Brickhead, right, than Harry Potter. Maybe Batman. But we got a really cool 5-pack release for the Goblet of Fire Harry Potter Brickheads. And it's set 4791, 671 pieces. And here's what I like about it. You got all 4 of the champions, right? You got Harry, you got Fleur Delacour, you got Victor Crumb, and you've got Cedric Diggory. So you have a Brickhead representing each one of those Hogwarts houses. And then, as a little bonus, they're throwing in a Hungarian horntail. So you actually get one of the dragons, the dragon that I believe it's Harry that fights in Goblet of Fire. So it is a 5-pack, $50, going to be coming out here again on September 1st. So we're less than a month away from that. So I really love those. And if that wasn't all, we had another 2-pack Harry Potter Brickheads, and that was set 4802. That was Luna Lovegood and the Thestral. And I really like this one. I think it's when we talk about Brickheads, we not only got Nagini, we have Buckbeak, the hippogriff Brickheads, but I like animals done in Brickheads. I think those are really good, and Harry Potter's been doing a good job with that. And so not only are we getting a Hungarian horntail dragon, but now we're getting a Thestrial as well. And it makes sense that it would come with Luna, which is great because we have not gotten that character in Brickhead format. So, like I said, if you're a fan of Brickheads, you have a lot to look forward to for the later half of 2025, for sure. But, and then also, I should put this out here because today, I said it was August 3rd. Today is Monday, actually August 4th. I tend to record a day before. Can you tell I'm just not on my game because of the surgery? But there was a Fortnite 2-pack Brickheads from 8/1 to 8/3. So yesterday was the final day online you could get this. This was the Peely Bones and Cuddle Brickheads. My suggestion to you that is if you missed it because you had to spend $130 worth in Lego product and then you qualify to get that gift with purchase. I personally got Neuschwanstein Castle. Yay! That was my my gift to myself for being a brave boy and having surgery done. I got a castle for it. But the perk was if you did it in those 3 days, you could get the Fortnite Brickheads. So my suggestion to you, if you missed out and you still want those, because I don't think you're going to be able to see it online here today, Monday, August 4th, is you'll probably have to go to a Lego store and then buy $130 worth of stuff and then ask them if they have any leftovers. Because they may. This is a really, really fast promo, and who knows, they may actually re-release it. They kind of do that sometimes with Brickheads, but as far as I know right now, that would probably be the best way for you to get it. So again, if you're into Brickheads, that would be what I would do. So, but let's say you're not into Brickheads. Let's switch gears. Let's go to Botanicals, because Botanicals is a line that people are loving. And I got to say, with the new hibiscus coming out, I think it looks really, really good. But in addition to that, we just got another set drop, and I got images of that too. And that's the set 10374, the Pink Roses Bouquet. I don't know. Are we excited about this? I mean, essentially, it's the roses bouquet that we already got. Just every red has now been changed to pink. So I think some people are going to be excited about this. I think other people, if you're like me, maybe you already got the red roses bouquet, I kind of feel like this is a pass. Or maybe you could combine them together, either or. Not a bad price, coming in at $60 for 789 pieces. So price per piece is pretty cheap. But this comes out October 1st. So I don't know. If you're a Brickhead, if you're a Botanicals fan, let me know in the comments. Like, are you excited about this set? Or are you like me going, I don't think I need the pink roses. I think I'm going to stick with the hibiscus. Or maybe the tiny bamboo trees. Those are a good set too. But other than that, the other big release that I wanted to make sure I talked about was, do we have Spider-Man fans out there? The Spider-Man Across the Universe CMF series pictures are now officially released as well. And I got to tell you, this is one of those series that I am heavily considering because, first off, Spider-Man Across the Universe, and that whole Spider-Man will be the trilogy, some of the greatest Spider-Man movies you're ever going to see, in my opinion. Some of the best animated movies you're going to see. And in this, you get 12 really cool Spider-Man variant figures, right? So you get Miles Morales, the original Spider-Man. You get Spider-Man 2099, right? Miguel Herrera. You get Spider-Gwen, because who doesn't love her? You get Spider-Punk, Hobie Brown. Like, Spider-Punk looks really good, I think. You get Spider-Man India. You get the Prowler, so you get in that purple with those extra big knuckles. You got Peter B. Spider-Man. That's with Spider-Man and little baby May, so you get a little baby May microfig, which is cool. Not really a microfig, but like a baby fig. Then you get Spider-Bite, the digital Spider-Man. You get Spider-Man, the werewolf Spider-Man. You get the Web Slinger. You get Cyborg Spider-Man, and of course you get Sun Spider. So all the big ones for sure. If you like Marvel, if you like Spider-Man, I think this is going to appease a lot of people. Now, 12 minifigs, you know, I mean, not the usual 16 that we get in a CMF series. So it would have been cool maybe to get some additional Spider-Man characters in there. Like, you know, Spider Noir would have been, I think, a glaring omission that we could have had in there for sure. But what are you going to do? But yeah, those are the official images. Definitely really, really cool. So before I move into leaked images, I already, if you're watching on YouTube, showed you one of the giveaways. It's a microfighter of, you know, set 75295. This is the Millennium Falcon microfighter. Comes with a Han Solo minifig. But I'm going to now show you the second of 3 giveaways that I'm going to be doing. And this second giveaway, this is actually a 3-pack. So I'm actually giving away Year of the Pig, Year of the Tiger, and Year of the Dragon sets. So these were gift with purchase exclusives that you could get. They came out in their respective years. So in the Year of the Dragon, we got the Year of the Dragon GWP, Year of the Pig, and Year of the Tiger. And so I'm also going to be giving away all 3 of these to one winner. So you are not just getting one set, but you are going to get 3 and 3 amazing animals that go into those Year of the Animal Zodiac signs. So again, if you want to win those, it's real easy. All you got to do, just on the YouTube page, subscribe to the page, subscribe to the Imagination Brick Shop, like the video, and just leave me a comment. Doesn't matter what the comment says. Could just say, I want to win. Simple as that. Or you could leave me a cool comment, you know, let me know about the sets I'm talking about today, because I love to respond to comments. So your comment gets a heart. That definitely means you're going to be entered, but you won't be able to win unless you are a subscriber to the page. So anyway, that is 2 of the 3 giveaways that I'm going to be doing. And I got one more giveaway that I'm going to reveal at the end, the grand prize giveaway, if you will. So, but moving on to there, can we talk about huge leaks? And one I'm going to start off with, and that's set 10365, the Black Pearl. Do I got the Pirates of the Caribbean fans out there? Like, if you are, this is where you want to tune in, because I got images right now of not only the Black Pearl, but a much better images of all of the 9 minifigs that are going to be released with this set. And this set looks really cool. Like, I think it's going to be a very good seller. It's 2,861 pieces. It is $330, so it is not cheap. Comes out mid-September, but from this first official leaked image, I think fans are really going to be excited about this, and the fact that you have 9 really good looking minifigs to go with it. You know, you got your Jack Sparrow and so on and so forth. But I don't know if I particularly will get this. Like, I haven't gotten the other pirate sets. I think if I were to get a boat, I would probably get the Endurance or maybe the Steamboat before I would get that. But I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, this is definitely a day one buy for a lot of people. So I would be interested. We'll see how this goes. I would imagine we're going to get official images to this set here in the next couple weeks. But having said that, this is probably the most exciting rumor for me in particular and leaked image. And that is set 10356, Star Trek's USS Enterprise D. Oh my gosh, y'all. It is a 3,600 piece, $400 set. This is our Black Friday release. The images obviously aren't that great, but I'm shocked that we would have them already. But the images show not only the Enterprise, but how the Enterprise actually detaches. You know, the episode, that first Star Trek episode, Escape from Farpoint, I can't remember the name of it, but where the saucer part detaches from the rest of the ship, so you can actually make it into 2 galactic starships. It shows us how to do that. We have pictures now. They're very grainy at best, but of all of the 9 minifigs that we're going to get there, so you can see your Picard, your Data, your Geordi, your Worf, Riker, and the list goes on, right? Data's obviously got his cat with him, but I am really excited for this set. Now, I gotta say, I'm looking forward to getting better images because the images that we have, should they be believed, which I think they're from a reliable source, but should they be believed, I'm seeing a lot of studs on here, so I'm not quite sure, and especially for a 3,600 piece set, I don't know, kind of feels a little small to me. The Star Trek Enterprise itself is supposed to be about 2 feet long, so it's always hard to tell when you get those first leak images, but it kind of gets me pumped up and kind of gets me motivated for what I am looking forward to now is the set of November. And that's because the disappointment of October, I think we need to talk about next, and that is the Death Star. And this is where I want to end with this episode before I talk about the final giveaway. And we are getting more and more people talking about the Death Star like it is the thing to talk about right now. I'm not going to say it's confirmed because we don't have anything. It's never confirmed until you get those official images from Lego. But it does look more and more like it's going to be a diorama set and not an actual Death Star. Now, here is my guess. I think it's going to be like a half sphere based on the measurements where you're going to get a lot of interior scenes, like the stormtroopers chilling in the hot tub, stuff like that. And you're going to get a lot of scenes, a lot of references. My hope is that the way it displays is that you should be able to display it turned one way and see all of the dioramas, and then turn it around and the other way it should look like a Death Star. Kind of like if you've seen the Goonies ship, like if you look at the Ideas Submission Goonies ship, like from one side it just looks like the regular ship, but then you turn it around, each room is its own little separate scene from the movie. So my guess is it's going to be something like that, but we'll have to see. Like I say, 9,000 pieces, $1,000. I'm still doing my best to hold out hope. I want to love it so bad, but part of me thinks, man, if it sucks, well then I've saved $1,000, right? Or it's going to be really, really cheap because no one's going to want to buy it, and you're going to be able to buy it for $600 or $700. It'll be like the Black Panther bus where no one pays full retail. So we'll just have to see. I don't know. Like I said, at this point, if you are a huge Star Wars fan, if you're a huge Death Star fan, I don't know how much hope you should be holding out. Or maybe you're a fan of the diorama set. Maybe that's the comment you want to leave below is like, do you think that's a better call than making a full Death Star? Because I just thought, wouldn't it be cool to have an exterior of a Death Star 2 where it could fold back and those panels could come back and then you could still see the interior like we have in the 10188 set of the Death Star 1. So you could have had the best of both worlds. So I just don't know, like I said, what Lego's thinking. We'll have to see. So, but that's the big stuff. That is, like I say, I think enough to fill an episode. So I want to end with one final giveaway. And again, it's real, real simple. All you got to do to be entered to win these things, you don't have to pay for shipping or any of that. If I pick your name, we will work out contact info and I will get it sent to you. It will not cost you a dime. Okay, but we got to go through a whole verification thing because I am not into spammers or anything like that. I'm looking to give these to people who actually love Lego and care about Lego for sure. But if you want to win, you just got to subscribe. You just got to like this episode and leave me a comment. But if you do, not only are we going to get, like I say, there's going to be one winner who gets a Microfighter Millennium Falcon. One winner is going to get a 3-pack of the Lego gift with purchases, the Year of the Animal Zodiac sets. That's the tiger, the dragon, and the pick. And then one winner is actually going to get set 21109, the Lego Ideas Exosuit. Okay, so this set has been retired now for a decade, maybe. And like I said, you can only find this on the aftermarket. This was the 7th Lego Ideas set ever created. Really, really cool set. I absolutely love it. At 321 pieces, not only do you get an amazing exosuit, but you get the little Lego spaceman in the dark green. I think it just looks really good. And so if you're lucky enough, like I said, this is a sealed set where you get 2 of those, but a Lego exosuit as well. So, like I say, big giveaways today. And it's just, again, a way for me just to say thank you to you for listening. I just appreciate you so much. And I'm just like, you know what? I need to share some of my collection with you. And I like I say, I hope it goes to people who care and love about Lego as much as I do. And again, if you want to win, real simple, just be a subscriber to the YouTube page, like the video, leave a comment. You do those things, you'll be entered, and then we will get in touch. The drawing will happen next week. So, like I said, that's what I got. There you go. Episode 100 in the books. It's kind of surreal, honestly, you know, because sometimes you start these things and you wonder, like, is it going to be that successful? Is it going to be something that, you know, people are going to find worthwhile? I will tell you, I have a set group of fans that do tune in every week, and a huge, huge shout out to y'all, and you know who you are. But then I have others that just are discovering it new every week, and I just think that's really, really cool too. You know, I love Lego, and I love all of the positives, all the negatives, all the crazy, because there's good and there's bad. And I just really like getting into it and talking about it. And I like interacting with y'all because it's the Lego community. You know, if you're new or getting back out of the dark ages and just getting into Lego, one thing you're going to find is the Lego community is one of the best communities out there. There are some amazing people, friendly people, kind people, and just so supportive. And I encourage you to be a part of that for sure. But hey, 3 winners coming out next week. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Here's to episode 100, and here's to hopefully 100 more episodes after that. So I appreciate you, and until Wednesday, because I release shows every Monday and Wednesday. Wednesday will be a set review this Wednesday. I just appreciate you, and I'll catch you then. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
How it's supposed to feel.